Good morning, everyone. This is Melvin, and I wanted to talk about my Battletop Arena. I posted a couple of videos on it, but it was kind of hurried, so I wanted to start all over again now. So this is the arena. Now, this has taken me years to figure this out, and I wanted to show you the top for this. This is the plexiglass top, so it's scuffed up, but the bottom of the board, of course, is not. So this is just a real thin, I don't know, 1/16, something like that, plexiglass top. And that, of course, goes right over inside there, but you can take that out. So I cut that, of course. I ordered it through Amazon. And what I did is I went down to Home D, and the bottom of this board is a perfectly round board that I just bought at Home D. And I don't know, it's maybe 12 bucks or something like that. And then, you know, I'm grew up in the 50s, and we had no TV, no internet, so it was all games that you made up. So I make up all kinds of games for my grandchildren. And so this is the this is the Avenger series Battletop Arena. And I made up this game where you of course, last top standing gets certain points. And then if you land on the dots, those are different points. And the Avengers, if you land on those after the top is done, and so forth and so on. The Battletop letters, I just went down to Staples and bought, 1-inch letters and colored them with markers before I put them on. And the Avengers series guys, I just ordered off the internet. So, and then stuck that on. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I put this right on the board. I put all the decals and so forth and so on. But if you figure, if you ever do this, guys and gals, if you ever do this, you can do anything you want with poster board or whatever you want to do if you want to change your game. So you can put a game down, and if you don't like it, put another game down. And then, of course, the plexiglass just goes right inside there, see? And so the plexiglass gives you a surface that won't mar the wood, because if you start throwing tops down there, you're going to mar this wood up. And then you can get a really nice surface to have the tops go on. And then if you're sick and tired of it, you can do a whole nother one and put the whole top down. So that is that took me a long time to figure that out. So I wanted certain criteria for the Battletop Arena. It had to be, fairly inexpensive. I wanted to have something that you could kind of do over and over and still kind of work. Now the edging, of course, is garden edging. You can either get 3, 4, or 5-inch garden edging. I got that on Amazon, and it's just this perfect surface because the edging, because I'll again throw some tops in there and I'll show you what I do. But they just bounce off and they just keep bouncing around. And I did a whole bunch of different arenas and I couldn't figure it out. I did, saucer arenas and all kinds of stuff. And then finally I said, you know what? I was just down at Home Depot one day and I saw this board. I thought, so it eventually came to me that this is the way to go. And so I have 2 of these. I have one smaller and one bigger one. And right now I'm in the middle of doing a hockey game that I'll put on YouTube as well. So anyway, so that's the Battletop Arena, and they really, really work. You can either put them up on a stool, put them on the floor. For kids, they can be on the floor. For a little older, you're going to probably have to be up higher because you don't want to be bending down like me. So I'll put them up on a stool or so forth and so on. And yeah, so that's that. And I thought I'd take that plexiglass off and show you. And then I'll do some, I'll toss some tops in there and I'll show you what it is. All right, so thanks for tuning into the channel. Hope you have a good day.